At Home with Lucas here. So today we're talking about Levoit Sprout Humidifier. Yes, people, this is an absolutely amazing humidifier. It's actually evaporative, so it's not one of those standard humidifiers that's just gonna pump out a bunch of white dust all over your house. This thing has a dual filtration system built into it, so it's going to get that water super pure and it's gonna evaporate out the way it should to humidify our room. This thing is also specially designed for babies and for young kids to give an amazing humid room that's gonna be good for everyday living. It's really, really good for the skin as well. This thing also has no blue light emitted out of it, so it's gonna help your kids sleep really nicely, which I'm very, very happy about. A lot of these things have just way too much blue light coming out, which is really not good for getting really good deep sleep. Not to mention the fact that this has an auto drying feature. Yes, so when the humidifier runs out of water, it actually will turn on a dryer inside of it to completely dry everything out to remove the slightest chance of mold growth, which is absolutely amazing because a lot of humidifiers sadly build mold very, very fast, and it's really, really annoying as a parent to have a humidifier in your kid's room and you're just sitting there wondering, is this any good for my kid? This thing also has a nightlight built into it with multiple different adjustments. So you can adjust the color tone and you can adjust the brightness, not to mention the fact that it holds a decent amount of water, so you're not gonna have to run up there and change the water out. It also has auto mode, so you're gonna be able to set it to a certain setting and it will stop running once it hits that humidity setting, that percentage. Not to mention the fact that it comes with a VSync app, so you're gonna be able to control this thing from a distance, and it has its own humidity sensor that you can take and move anywhere around the room, which is a complete game changer. One of the biggest problems with humidifiers is the humidity comes out of them and it falls straight down, hits the sensors on them, telling it that it's more humid than it actually is. This thing has a remote sensor which you could put on the other side of the room entirely, so you can get a true accurate humidity reading of the room, which is absolutely amazing. That means it's not gonna run too much and it's not gonna run not enough. It's gonna run to the exact right setting, which is really, really cool. I wish other humidifiers took note of that. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said baby Sprout. After that, I'm gonna be putting this bad boy to the Adam Lucas test to figure out, is this something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so of course this is the Levoit Sprout. This is their humidifier. That is an image of what's to come in the box. This thing is kind of like an all-in-one. It has a lot of features, which we're of course gonna go through. Let's get it out of the box real quick though and take a closer look. All right, and there we go. That is everything that comes in the box. You have your humidifier right there, instruction manual, which you definitely want to read through because this has a lot going on. You have your power cable right there and your humidity sensor. This thing is really cool. You're gonna be able to remotely view the room that this is in, which is awesome. There's a bunch of stuff down here which we're gonna go through. Let's get it in the room though and get it set up and take a closer look in a second. Okay, getting this thing set up to my router was so simple. I just hit the plus in the top right corner, went down to air quality, clicked on Sprout Humidifier, and literally just plugged it in, held down for 5 seconds, and away it went. The pairing process was so simple. Usually these things take a minute and have problems, but this one connected so fast and so simple, and I was quite far from my router too, which was really awesome. So big 2 thumbs up for the setup process with this bad boy. All right, let's walk through this cute little guy right quick. So I love the fact that there is a 360-degree ventilation for your humidity. That means the humidity is going to come out in a really natural way. I love the two-tone look of the baby blue and the white. Very sleek, very nice looking humidifier. You have your power button right here, which powers it on. You have 3 modes over here for the fan. You have auto, You have fan 1 and fan 2. And auto, I have to say, works phenomenally because the sensor is away from this unit. You're getting a really, really good humidity readout. And if I open the windows, I actually notice this thing kicking on a little bit more. Then you can lock the display if your kids get up and start touching this. And then you have your light button right here, which I think the nightlight on this is really, really nice. It actually gets quite bright, so take note of that. Definitely a bright one right there. And then you have your intake down here. Once again, a 360, so it's pulling in all the air. It's running it through the filter on the inside, which is absolutely amazing. And then it's blowing out filtered and humid air. Next level. The first impressions, this thing is built really, really solid. I love the quietness of the fan. I love the fact that the buttons are very simple and intuitive to use. There's lights near all the buttons, which is really, really awesome. So first impressions, this thing is really nice. Go and walk through this remote sensor right here. So this thing is really, really nice. It has a great display. The readout is super visible from quite far away. I really like the fact they give you the temperature of the room on the readout. They also give you a little smiley face telling you whether it's good humidity or bad humidity, which is really great. Very, very simple layout, very simple display. And of course you can touch over here and turn the light on completely, which is really nice. I like the fact that it turns on and turns right back off, so they're fully aware that they don't want it to stay on too long because it will ultimately wake baby and kill battery life. So that's really cool. And then it has a little kickstand on the back here. You can of course close that down, and if you want to, you could put a little sticky on the back and throw this straight onto the wall. Now you do want this to be around 4 feet off the ground, so you don't want it to be too high and you don't want it to be too low. That'll give you the best temperature and humidity readout. So impressions on this thing, I'm blown away. This is really, really nice. Okay, so to control this, use the VSync app, and I have to say the app is really, really nice. You can just simply click on your humidifier and see the current humidity readout right there. You can adjust a little bit of everything with this guy. It's really, really cool. So you have full manual controls, or you can literally just set it on auto and away it goes. You could set the humidity target, which is really nice. I love doing that, and it really hits the target really nicely. Then you have the ability to do breathing light, so it gives a real nice effect of the light, which can help your baby feel more comfortable because it's a very natural sort of light that comes out of it. And then you have the ability to see all your filters and everything, so you could actually buy it straight through the VSync app, which is really nice. So you don't have to go hunting for what model you have. You can also set schedules and timers. It's just packed full of all the features you need and want, and very simple to use. So I have to give it 2 thumbs up for user friendly. Let's talk about the nightlight feature. So this is full brightness right here. It may look a little bit more orange on camera, but it's actually a little bit more of a pinkish orange, if you will. So it's really a nice color, and it definitely can brighten an entire room. We have a pretty decent sized room right here. You do have a button on the front to turn it off. I do wish there was an ability to dim it straight from here, and as far as I know, I haven't been able to figure out how to dim this. You can only do it through the app as far as I know, but the app is super simple. And then this is what it looks like when it's on the cool mode right here. So it's a little bit different than the warm mode. It's a little bit more purple, if you will, but there you go. That is how it looks when it's max cool. So it's all the way over to the coolest light setting you can get. So the nightlight feature is really cool. I like how the water tank is the thing that's lit up, so they really did a phenomenal job. And if you take off the water tank, you can see that you have 5 LED lights in here that can change from cool to warm. I'm definitely happy with the look of this and the functionality of the nightlight. It's really nice. Okay, I've been using this thing for long enough that I think I have a full star rating for you guys, and let's just start off with the fill tank up here. So it's really, really nice that you can literally just put this in your bathtub and fill it up really, really fast. The reason why you can do that is this is not a normal ultrasonic humidifier. Ultrasonic humidifiers basically just manipulate the water really, really fast to create a vapor, and that creates a lot of problems if you have hard water. So they recommend using filtered water or purified water or distilled water. This, you don't need to do that, so you're gonna actually save a little bit of money by not having to buy distilled water or filtered water because of the filtration system inside of here, which is absolutely amazing. And I have to say that I've seen no minerals coming out of here. Typically what you'll find is glass will have a little bit of a film, plastic will also have a little bit of film from the calcium and the minerals in the water, which is fine. It's not going to harm your kids or anything, but this one produced zero, so I was really, really blown away. The only thing that I have to say about this is this part right here. So there is no handle built in, and that is somewhat annoying, because if you're doing something where you're holding your kid and you're trying to pick this thing up, you basically have to shove your hand down underneath here and wrench it up. And if it's full, it's gonna be a little bit heavy. Then you have to try to not harm your fingers. I'm doing this all one-handed, and set it down like that. It is doable one hand, but it's not ideal. So I think they could very easily put a handle inside of here that just simply like lays flat across here, and then you could pull it up, pick it up. That would be absolutely amazing. And the fact that this thing is super easy to take apart is absolutely amazing. There's a little push button right here and a push button right here. You push those two in, and this top part comes off really, really easily, which exposes this filter right here. And there's another little press here, and then there's a press just like it in the back there, and then this part comes off, and now you have your filter right here, which is really, really nice. And then you turn to open, and now you can literally take the whole top part off right here, and now this is your dry filter. So this is what's being filtered before it gets to this filter. So this is the pre-filter, and then this is the humidity filter right here. And you can actually see it's collected some hard water gunk that would have gone right into the air right there. We definitely have hard water in Indiana. You can see some more over there. So that is huge. And this is looking really clean. Our air quality in our house is pretty good, so this shouldn't be that dusty. This thing literally breaks down into so many different parts, which is absolutely amazing, because typically these things are impossible to clean, and they're very, very hard to get into any nook and cranny. But because you can basically guarantee that all the gunk is going to be in this filter, which you clean out or just simply replace. Same thing down here. So absolutely amazing. I'm going to give this thing a solid 4.95 star rating. I'm going to say highly recommended to everyone out there. From the Nightlight to the air quality that you get from this bad boy. Like when you walk into a room with this thing running, it literally is like you're walking into a spa almost. It's so, so elegant, so nice, and you really trust that your kid's gonna get a better night's sleep because of this. Buy it! All right, there you go. That's the Levoit Sprout humidifier. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clearly click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.